So what's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am running a 100 plus series of the Python programming language. Whether you guys are preparing for the data science kind of the job role or maybe the AI ML kind of the job role, so these interview questions are very essential for you guys. Although I completed the 10th of the questions as well, you can check it in my YouTube channel, the playlist section. You can find out those of the questions easily. And today is the 11th number question of the day, so let's get started. So the question says that find all substrings of a given string. What it means? So firstly I need to understand what is a substring. So let's jump into the whiteboard section so you can clearly understood the things. So yeah, you can clearly see it guys, like throughout this definition, a substring is a sequence of characters that appears consecutively in the original string. What it means? Just take as an example of if a user gives an input like the ABC. So in this given string, what would be the substring of these things? So firstly, it should be printed like this A character, then after AB character, then after ABC character. After completed this, so it will cut down this and it will printing this substring. So it will start from printing to single by single, then after merge up the both kind of the characters. Firstly it will print the B characters, then after the BC character, and at the end it will print this C character. This C character it will print like this, and after that there is no any kind of the character presented here. So at the end, this whole thing is my substring of this ABC character, ABC string. So understood the things here. One thing you need to observe here, throughout this definition, it already tells that it appears consecutively. This word is very necessary guys, because here the AC, if somebody writes the AC character, so AC is not a substring. Understood the things, because it is not a substring because A and C are not consecutive. This is the main thing I need to explain here. So you need to observe the things, and this things completed. So let's jump into the coding section as well. And so firstly I'm writing the code. So firstly I need to write the input function. It will ask from the user like any kind of the string you wanted to write it according to the user. So I'm writing here, and enter your okay string like this, and we need to store this into a variable. The user input variable I am taking, and I need to define a function. The substring name, the function I am taking substring, and inside this function the text name argument comes into the picture like this. And we need to also call this function as well, like here I'm calling this function. And inside this function, whatsoever the string kind of the things the user gives the input, so it should be inside this function section as well. And this things completed. So here I don't need to print like this, or also I don't need to store this into any kind of the variable. I will explaining after completing the after writing the code as well. So you need to keep your patience, and let's jump into the function section as well. So firstly I will initialize this n for the my length of my entire string. This will store, and here the nested for loop comes into the picture. So I am writing here for my starting of the my character, for start in range. Range should be within range should be my given as given string length. So here the n comes into the picture. Like here I already initialized this the my length of this text thing. Okay, so inside the my for loop there is another for loop also comes into the picture like this for end in range. Here the range things are very important. So here the range should be start of my this thing like this. It should be start from here, and it goes up to the n, like whatsoever my length of the string is, so it goes up to the n. And inside this there is a the third for loop also comes into the picture like this for I in range of, it will start from this start, and it will move until to the end plus 1. This is a very important line, guys, so you need to understand the things. Understood, guys? And I will explain it each and everything very deeply, so you need to keep a patience. After that we need to print character by character in my given string. Whatsoever the substrings comes into the picture, I need to print it here. So here the I'm printing like this, like my text of my given character by character, and end should be equals to empty things. This is a very important line. After writing the code I will explain it. And outside the for loop I will print a new line after writing that particular character substring. So I will print a new line one by one, one by one. So let's run this code as well. So for the reference purpose I am writing the things like ABC, so you can clearly understand the things. So yes, guys, you can clearly see it. My code runs perfectly. You can clearly see it like here. Firstly it prints A, then AB, then ABC, then it starts here. You can clearly see from B, then after BC, and then after C it started. Understood the things? And let's jump into the coding section as well. If you guys can't ever able to understand it, so I'm explaining here. So you need to just observe the things. And firstly user write the string like this ABC string, and it will store inside this variable. Understood the things? And this variable also inside my given string, so it will jump up here like this. Okay, I'm writing here. Okay, yes. So what will happen in the first iteration? Okay, for the first iteration I'm explaining here. First iteration. Okay, sorry for that. Iteration. Okay, so firstly it will start like observe the things. It will always start from the zeroth of the index. Like whatsoever my string length should be, it will always start from a zeroth of the string, zeroth of the index. So firstly my start value is 0. And what would be the range? In this case this is the 3. So in initial of the cases it will store here the 3. My n value is a 3. So it will runs until the 0 to 2. Why I am writing the 2? Because range should be always gives the less one value. So it will started from the 0, 1 and 2, my 3 of my character. Understood the things? So in the second for loop what will happen? In the second for loop what will happen? It will start for end in the range of start and up to the n. So here the you need to observe the things like here it started from the zeroth of the index up to the my n character, like n. So here the n is the 3. So it should be print behind the scene. What will happen here? The 3 comes into the picture minus 1, because at the end my range function always gives to the less one value. So that is the things. So it 3 minus 1 becomes the 2. Understood the things, guys? And what will happen in the third for loop? Okay, for I in range of start from. So here my start value. What is my start value? Start value is a 0. It is pointing to my zeroth of the index, and it should be runs until the end plus 1. Here the observe the things, guys. Here my end value is also the 0 because it is started from the start of my given things. Understood the things? So it is a 0 plus 1. It should be print it is runs until the 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1. Here the plus 1, you can clearly see it, guys. And a very important line I am explaining. I explained already you like a range always start from the starting of the index that things goods, and runs up whatsoever the things comes into the picture, it will always gives you the less one value because it always reduce the minus one. So what will happen here, the minus one comes into the picture and it will cancel out both of the things. So it will runs from the zeroth of the index and up to the zeroth of the index. Understood the things? This is the main important concept that comes into the picture. Like this is the first iteration running, guys. And what will happen? My text of I, here I am writing my text of I. What is the text of I here? Here observe the things. My text of I is a zeroth. Yeah, it is pointing to the zeroth of the index. So my text of I is whatsoever the things, it should be print like this. My text of I is a, so it will print a. And at the end, like after that, there is no any kind of the iteration will happen like in this for loop. I'm talking about only this for loop because it will runs start from the 0 until the 0. Understood the things, guys? And it will print this a character, this a character here. This will ends my first iteration. Understood the things? Let's jump into the second iteration. What will happen in the second iteration? I'm writing here. This is the second iteration I'm explaining. So observe the things. Here the printing to my a character. What will happen? It will print the new line. Like it will here the line prints, and what will happen? It will inside this for loop. This print is inside this for loop. Understood the things? And it just take the things. It started from the zeroth of the index. In the second iteration, it will started from the first of my index. Understood the things? Third for loop, what will happen? It will start from zeroth of the index. Currently it is pointing my first this one value, so it will print like this, not printing behind the scene what the things gets work. I'm writing here this one value 1 plus 1, and because this is the range, so minus 1 also happen, minus 1. This is the things, and these both things will cancel out each other, so it will start from 0 to up to the 1. So what will happen in the zeroth of the cases? It will print my a character. You can clearly see it, guys. In the second iteration here, it prints the a character here. Like what will happen at the end? This end equals to empty. What it means? Like I don't want to move to the next line because it my first character also, so it will is pointing to the my first of the index. That is the main reason. So here the one also comes into the picture. Here one also comes into the picture, and what is pointing in my first of the index, this b character. So here the b comes into the picture. B comes into the picture because what okay, so I'm writing here so you can clearly understood the things. Text of okay, text of 0 equals to a. Okay, so he firstly it will print this a character. then after it will point to my first of the index, so it will print the b character. I'm not moving to the next of line. This end equals to empty string means I'm not moving to the next of the line. So this b character will merge up with this a character, so it will print like this. This is how the things gets work, guys. So if you can't able to understand this code, so just take a pen and paper and try write this for loop one by one. This is the nested for loop question, and write it in the pen and paper and try to understand the things after writing the one and two times, you will understand the things like try to write down the code, the iteration by iteration, that kind of the things you need to do it. So after that you will understand the things. So this is how the things gets work. In the third iteration, this ABC will print. In the fourth iteration, this be fifth, and this is the sixth iteration. It will runs up to the, and this is how the things gets work, guys. And this was my 11th number question, and let me know in the comment section as well, like if any of the alternative way you guys are found out find out this solution, this question solution, so you can write it in the comment section as well. And if any of the other questions you guys are have it, so you can drop it in the comment section as well. So thank you so much guys to watching this video, and I will bring back with some of the other questions as well. Thank you so much guys, and means a lot. Thank you.